Hey, this is Andrew with Elevated Audio here in Denver, Colorado. I wanted to take a moment today to show you the brand new Kenwood DDX9902S. It's the newest double DIN unit. It's Kenwood's first unit that actually does CarPlay and Android Auto, which is pretty cool. They just came out with it not too long ago, so I wanted to do a review of it. Kind of power it up and show you guys a few things about this radio. So, standard 7-inch touchscreen. It's not a capacitive touch, it is resistive. We're going to take this plastic off for the first time here. So as you can see, it is resistive touch, not capacitive, which it's personal preference really. Capacitive looks better, but resistive doesn't have that that glare that you get, especially in some cars. Let me show you the back here. So the back, you have, starting over here, got your antenna, standard AM/FM antenna input. You have your GPS antenna input, which is great. This is something that the Pioneer does not do. It does not have an external antenna, so it's relying on the navigation off your phone, or the GPS antenna off your phone. So this is going to be a little more accurate. So moving on, we have your single USB. This unit only has one USB input. Pioneer does have two, but on the Pioneer you have one dedicated to iPhone and then the other one's dedicated to Android. So you have to keep that in mind when you're running the USB cables for the Pioneer. So this one, easy enough, just one. You can run either device off of it, which is cool. You have your video output right here to, let's say, a DVD player in the back or a flip down monitor in the back. You have your backup camera input. You have your AVN2 or AVM1, sorry, and then you have your AVN2. You have your iDataLink Maestro inputs right here. Both of these will do your steering wheel controls. They will also do a lot of vehicle information on them, which is super cool for the for newer vehicles out there. Go to iDataLink and they will show you all the vehicles that they work with. Let's see. If you're wondering what that looks like, it is, that's what it is right there. iDataLink Maestro, and that's going to allow it to show you your gauges and your tire pressure monitors and everything else right here on the screen of the Kenwood. Kenwood and Alpine are the only ones that support the full features of the Maestro piece. So Pioneer supports Maestro, but you don't get all the same layout. So moving on, we have your microphone input for the Bluetooth, which is this guy right there. You have your HDMI/MHL input right there. You have your e-brake and your reverse wires right there. Main power input, main harness, speaker outputs. You have your satellite radio input, AV out. That's going to do your audio. So this is going to be your video. That's going to give you your audio output. This is a fixed output. So and then you have your preamp outputs right there, which are 4 volts, I believe. Let's power this guy on for the first time. So you have your initial setup, demo on, off. We're going to turn it off for now. Language, English, angle. You can set up the angles on this one. This one does not have reverse like some of the other Kenwoods had. So this does not have reverse tilt on it, just so you know. Another thing about this USB here on top, you can't see that. Another thing about this USB It will not support a computer input or a hard drive input. You would have to use a jump drive like this or your iPhone or Android device. So you can set up the color, you can set up your own image. Let's say we want to change the image real quick. I'll show you how to do that. Take the USB with the image on it, plug it into the unit. And we could do select image, elevated audio. You like this image? Yeah, okay. So now we just set up the custom image on the background. Obviously you can change it to whatever you'd like. A lot of customers like the splash screen of their vehicle on there. Makes it look a little more factory. So let's do finish here. You could also change the color of the panel as well. Panel color right there at the top. Scan. Now it's just going to go through all your colors right there, or you could just set it up. I'm going to hit back, finish. Sirius XM, we don't have it plugged in. If you wanted to add it, you need the XSV 300. So this piece right here, it's going to give you satellite radio on this unit. So right now, GPS antenna. Stick that guy right there. These are not magnetic. They have a double-sided tape right there to stick it somewhere in the vehicle other than on top of the radio. So also other than on top of the dash. I hate seeing that. So you have your Bluetooth microphone right here. This gets clipped up. A lot of guys want to try to hide this in factory locations, but these little slots on the edge right here, these actually do serve a purpose. It's for noise canceling. So if this is shoved up in the headliner where your factory mic would be, the noise canceling doesn't work and it sounds like you're in a tunnel. So I don't recommend that. I just recommend clipping it onto the headliner in the center of the vehicle. So you have that guy. We can hook this up too. Go through every feature of this stereo. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the quick connection of the CarPlay. I don't have an Android phone, so I can't show you the Android, unfortunately, so I do apologize about that. I can show you how easy it is to actually get CarPlay up here. So we're going to hit the home button. We have the iPhone here, lightning cable, just standard USB to lightning in there. This is going to be for your CarPlay. You plug it in, CarPlay pops up on your phone, hit accept, enter, then everything's right there. So we could do now playing, back. We don't have any speakers hooked up, so we're not going to have any audio right now. You can hit home. We have Spotify. Go open up Spotify. Your music, artist, hit back, Spotify. This little icon right there is going to be your home button. So that's it. Get back to the Kenwood home screen, hit that guy right there. To turn off the monitor, let's say it's too bright, you're driving at night, hold down the audio button. Actually, we have to set that up. Right now it's going to switch over to the backup camera. There's a way to change that. Go into input or system, scroll down, audio key long press, video off. So now I hold it down, turns off the screen. If you have a backup camera hooked up, it's perfect for turning on the backup camera whenever you'd like. So this does have HD radio built into it. If you're unfamiliar with HD radio, I won't be able to show you here because I don't have an antenna hooked up, so I do apologize. I would check out hdradio.com. It will show you the local stations in your area. Here in Denver, we get, I want to say, about 25 extra stations, and we have about 35 stations broadcasting on HD. So HD will give you CD sound quality out of your FM, and then some of the stations on AM will actually sound like FM, which is pretty cool. Let's get back, hit menu. So those are really the main things. I also wanted to talk to you real quick about these inputs. So the HDMI input on the back. I have my computer over here. I want to show you the different cables that you're going to need for the different devices. So, turn on the screen. Okay, so for the iPhone, right now we're connected for the CarPlay via the USB, and it's single USB. For your Android phone, you're going to use the same USB and go to the Android phone. So that's only going to control your Android Auto or your CarPlay. Just kind of spaced out there for a second. Whenever your phone's not plugged in, CarPlay will disappear. You plug in an Android phone, it's going to have Android Auto on there. I keep forgetting. And then you're going to be able to access your other icons then. I plug back in my phone. See, CarPlay pops up. Unlock my phone, cancel that. All sources. So, OEM features. That's one of the things that the Maestro piece will do. So you can see climate, you can see your gauges, you can see parking sensors, vehicle info, which is that tire pressure monitoring and everything else. So a lot of cool things through that Maestro piece. I highly recommend it. We do sell that piece, we do install it, and it works great. So let's move on. So if you want whatever is on your phone to work on the, or be displayed on this unit, for an iPhone, you're going to need this piece right here. Lightning AV adapter. Let's see here. Lightning AV adapter. It runs $50. I recommend nothing but the original Apple one. You have your HDMI input right there, and then you have another Lightning input. So you're still going to use this cable, USB to Lightning, for the charging, and that's going to run into this adapter, and then you have your HDMI for your video. So HDMI to HDMI into the back of the unit as I showed you, and then it's just going to plug into the phone.